Hey you guys, so I might not be on the camera for a little bit, but I'm in the lab sitting at Glowed Up Essentials desk. It may look messy back here, but I promise all of this is organized. This is like filler for packaging, gloves, essential oils, lip gloss stuff is in here. If y'all keep wondering why you keep seeing this bag of sugar sitting in my bedroom on a desk, because it's Glowed Up Essential sugar. But anyway, I got a mixing bowl here on purpose. We are about to mix up the Secret Collection gifts. This was take number 1, but we're about to mix up the gifts that I have for a couple of special people in my life. It is just limited to them. There's only 2 gifts. You guys are going to see me make, package. That's what the crinkle paper and stuff back here is for their packaging. You're going to see me make, package, and do their gifts. So I decided after trial and error of number 1 that their gifts will consist of a sugar scrub, a whipped soap, and some bath bombs. So it's 3 items that will be in their gift. The 3 items will all have the exact same fragrance. It is a theme gift, and you will notice my theme momentarily. So I got a mixing bowl. I got, what is this? This is a 1/2 cup measuring. I got the whisk. I got a tablespoon measuring. And then I have a little spoon for pigment. So the reason why that this was a miss is because I noticed I ran out of the mica powder, which I wanted the gift to be a specific color. I wanted the theme to be a specific color. So I had to hurry up and order more mica powders on Amazon. These are different than my previous ones. It's made by a different place. These were the previous ones, and then these are the new ones. So I'll list a link to these pigments. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 12 of them, and I think I paid like $8.90 something. Oh, I could look on my phone and see. Hold on, you guys. I got them on Prime. No, I got them next day Prime delivery. So like, I needed them ASAP, even though I didn't work on this ASAP. Okay, so the pigments, it was 12, and they were $8.99. Yeah, and it was like Prime next day. Like I said, yeah, I promise the Amazon people are probably sick and tired of me, especially Prime. I mean, for as much as I pay for Prime, because I think I pay over $100 per year now for Prime, I'm going to get use out of it. So I was missing a yellow because I had ran out of yellow, because we use yellow in the bath bombs for Glowed Up Essentials. We use yellow in some scrubs and everything else. So I was out of yellow, and that's what I wanted. So anyway, after trial and error, I decided that I'm only going to use just the granulated sugar. So it's only going to be for 2. I'm literally just going to, hold on, I'm going to have to see. I think it's just a cup is what I'm doing. And this is just great value sugar. Came from Walmart. Nothing spectacular. It just sits in the bag, and it got little chunks in it. We don't want these little chunks. Yeah, I'm gonna dig that out. This is not for sale. That's why I don't have any gloves on. I promise y'all my hands is clean. But let me take out these chunks because I don't want chunks in this. Because it's supposed to be a sugar scrub. I found that people want the scrub property, but they don't want the roughness and the coarseness that the cane sugar provides. So this is literally going to be just the granulated sugar for that reason. Okay, I think I got the majority out. Yeah, this is a cup of sugar. So we're going to do a cup of sugar. We're going to add glycerin. Glycerin is good. This is the vegetable glycerin. Glycerin is good for moisturizing properties. I promise y'all, like, even after you rinse off, the glycerin leaves you so moisturized. So, tablespoon of avocado oil, and I'm gonna start with a tablespoon of glycerin, but I might end up adding more. The glycerin is of a thicker consistency than the other oils. I'm going to go ahead and put in a scoop of the mica powder now before I put the fragrance in there, because my preservative, which looks like it's missing. Oh, it's right here. So because this is also dealing with water, we're going to add preservative to this. Preservative keeps it fresh, keeps it from molding, fungus, bacteria, all the bad things we don't want in our products. So this is the Germaben 2 preservative. And then, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and add mica. And the last thing I'm going to add is the fragrance. I'm just going to eyeball this. And mix. So it's not quite the color I wanted. So I'm going to add more mica. I just sprinkled on a little bit more. And y'all see how it's just like stuck in my whisk? That lets me know that the oil consistency is good. And it's wet, but not being soaking, sopping wet. It's nice and moist so that it'll do exactly what I need it to do. Okay. So here we can. So I think this is the color that I want. I just wanted it a little bit more yellow. So I'm going to go ahead and add my fragrance. My fragrance is sunflower. And this was another thing ordered off of Amazon. So let's start with 10. Okay. Mix. Like I said, you add the fragrance after you add your preservative. I mix everything together first, and my fragrance is last. I can smell it, but I want the fragrance to last. So I'm going to add 5 more drops. It's probably more along the lines of 6. Alright, and this is exactly how I want it. So like I said, I was only doing enough for 2. It is 4-ounce jars. I'm just literally going to scoop this into the jars. Alright, so I feel. Put the lid on. I mean, you can tell it's just. I tap. Because when you tap, you make everything settle. See? Everything settles. And then fill. Put the lid back on. Tap. Okay. A little bit better. So, you guys, we're on to project number 2, which is the bath bomb. As you can see, same bowl, cleaned up my area, cleaned up my utensils, brand new cornstarch. We are going to move on to, sorry, my bowl was still a little moist, which I should have just got a different bowl, but why waste? Alright, so we're going to move on to making bath bombs. I completely despise making bath bombs. I'll leave this up to Elisha, but we're going to do it. We have all of the items. We have cornstarch, citric acid, Epsom salt, and baking soda. We have our essential oil. We're not using castor oil. We're going to use glycerin, and we're going to get started. So the first thing we need, we're going to mix all of our dry ingredients. So the main ingredient is 1/2 cup of baking soda. And we're going to see how many bombs this is going to make. I'm just going to go with it. Like I said, this was 1/2 cup measuring. Wait a minute, y'all. Gotta kind of open this. Oops. Alright. 1/2 cup. I'm too lazy to go and get another measuring cup because I don't feel like walking all the way back downstairs. So if anybody doesn't know, 1/2 of a half is 1/4, which is what we need for the rest of the ingredients. So we need 1/4 or 1/4, which is 1/2 of cornstarch. See, this is why you shouldn't do stuff like that. You should really just go get what you need. Put the lid back on it because I'm accident prone. I'm really hoping that I have 1/4 of Epsom salt. No, it should be. Yeah. 1/4 cup of Epsom salt. Now, sorry y'all. This Epsom salt, ugh, it keeps getting into my nose. But, and then the last thing is 1/4 cup of citric acid. I bought the citric acid off of Amazon. I'll put a link to this below. The citric acid is what makes it fizz. Alright. How? So what I want to do is mix, mix, mix. Mix, mix, mix. Since we're using powder, we're going to go ahead and add our color to the dry ingredients. Oops, just shake. You will not see the true color until you start to add the wet ingredients. So literally, you see absolutely nothing. So, I'm going to take and do my wet ingredients inside of the measuring cup. I'm going to add a tablespoon of glycerin. You do not need a preservative. And the reason I'm adding it to my measuring cup is because I'm going to slowly add it to my mixture. You want the mixture to become like that moon sand. If anybody remembers moon sand, that's what you want it to be like. You want it to be like moon sand. So I'm going to add my fragrance into the cup. Oh yeah, I can't see. Which, if I don't like the fragrance, once I start to add it, I can go ahead and put more. But I put about a good 10 drops. And then, sorry, I'm going to go get a little bit of some water. Literally just kind of mixing. I mean, it's water mixed with glycerin. So, water and oil does not mix. But the point is, oh, let me see. I might need to put y'all up some more. Okay, hopefully you guys can get a better look. So literally, I'm just going to slowly add to get this moist. Sorry. Okay, like I said, yep, you want it to be like moon sand. See how it done clumped together? So, and this is the color, is fine. So let's take the mold. All you want to do is fill one side, fill another side. Fill, fill, fill. That's why you do it in the bowl. Bring both sides together. Tap. My bath bomb was a little wacky because I redo. Because I was still trying to line them up together. This is why I said I despise making bath bombs. And I probably will not have enough mixture. I despise making bath bombs. But y'all, this is like so easy. Tap. Okay. Voila. And you just sit it and let it dry. We're going to finish up with our final item. We're going to do our whip soap. This is a 8-pound bucket of Crafter's Choice Foaming Bath Whip Traditional. Cleaned up my space. Here's my bowl again. So we're going to do a full cup. This is, oh wait, sorry. This has been used several times. Oh yeah, I can't even see it. It's been used several times. So the first thing I'm gonna do is fill my measuring cup, grab my spoon. This was saved for last because I swear to God, this is like the messiest. And I'm going to do a full cup. Yeah, I'm gonna do a full cup. I don't want to not have enough, even though, I mean, I'm only doing 2 jars. This expands, like you guys are gonna see. This really expands. So here's my full cup. I got my hand mixer, something from Walmart. It's just a rival hand mixer with regular beaters. So the first thing I'm going to do is take and beat this mixture. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. This is the messiest, like I said. This is why this was saved. Not there yet. I want it to look like marshmallow consistency. So when you're whipping it, you're whipping air into it. So I'm just going to see how it's expanded. We're getting there. Slow and steady wins this race. So I'm just basically folding. And I'm gonna whip more air into it. That's all I'm doing, is literally scraping off the sides of the bowl and folding it within itself. I haven't added nothing to it. This is the first thing that I want to do, is just whip this and then start adding everything. So go back to whipping. Okay. I had it on whatever the first speed is. I think it's a 1. And then I'm just going to kind of clean this off. So you don't want to add a bunch of oils to weigh down your whip. So literally, once again, I'm going to add my preservative. I'm only going to add a half of a teaspoon because it's only enough. It's only for 2 containers. So preservative. You gotta add preservative before you add the fragrance. I'm still going to add a tablespoon of glycerin because I want this to be moisturizing. And let's add color. And then what you want to do is you want to fold the stuff in first so that it does not make a complete mess and splash out. I'm going to add color as needed to get the desired color. So I folded the stuff inside of there, and then let's start to whip. I'm not going to clean it off. More color. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add my fragrance. Fold the color in. And oh, thought that was on the wrong spot. Alright, so because my color is still taking a little bit to become pigmented, like I kind of want it, like it's a baby pastel yellow. So what we're going to do is this is where a little thinking comes into play. Oh wait, let's see, hold on. Because I want it to be a more intense kind of yellow, we're going to add a little tangerine, which is orange, to give it a little dimension, and then add yellow, because we can keep on adding more and more and more yellow. It'll still be a more pastel yellow. Oh my goodness, I cannot get this open because my hands are soapy. That was sealed so good. Alright, just a little bit of some orange, just to add a little dimension. And as you can see, I'm just folding the orange in for now. And look at how much bigger this has gotten. Okay, now you can see it's a little bit more pigmented. So like I said, all we're doing is going to add the yellow back in now. Whoops. Hey, I am going to go ahead and end this video right here. I'm not going to show how I packaged my box. The box was purchased on Amazon. I think the box is, you know, I should have already had this like before I got on camera. I got the boxes on Prime. The boxes were, sorry, it's a 7-inch Hallmark box. They were $6.99. The box came with this shredded filler paper, Yeah, that didn't work. So I went out and purchased crinkle paper and other filler paper. I decorated my box with sunflower stickers. And this is what, oops. And this is how the gift is looking. They do not have the labels on the packaging yet. I'm still going to make the labels later, but I need to go ahead and end this video. So I packaged 2 bath bombs, the whipped soap, and also the sugar scrub is what was packaged. And like I said, the box, they already came like this. It is a Hallmark 7-inch gift box, and I'm going to tie the bow, but I'm going to end this now so that I can go ahead and print the labels on it later. Comment, like, subscribe, thumbs up this video, turn on your notifications bell. Have a great one, you guys.